Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and do the lookup functions activity for Advanced Unit 6. You need to open up the lookup function student file and save it as your name hyphen lookup functions. So the first thing we're going to do, it tells us to do, is to go click in cell H2, and we're going to enter a VLOOKUP function which uses cell G2 as the lookup value. The table range cells will be A1 through E7, and the column number for the last name column, which is column number 2. Last name, column number 2, and an exact match is needed where we will put false. So we're doing a lookup function, so I'm going to lookup reference, and it's VLOOKUP. And the lookup value again was G2. Our cell range is A1 through E7. Our column index number, as I stated earlier, was 2. Our range lookup is going to be false because we want an exact match. And we get OK. And Springer should be linked with 10,002. And then the next one, number 4, says we're going to enter in cell H3 a VLOOKUP function, which looks up the phone number for the employee whose ID is 10,003. So the phone number is in column 5. So we know that's the column number. We're going to go to VLOOKUP. Our lookup value, of course, is G3. Our table array, again, is A1 through E7. Our column index number is 5, as I stated. And because we want an exact match, we're going to type in false. And it should give a phone number. So it gives us the phone number. The next one tells us to look up in cell H4 a function which uses cell G4 as the lookup value. And we're looking for the column number for the title column is 4. And then an exact match is needed, which means false. So we go to lookup, VLOOKUP. Of course, we said our value is G4. And of course, our table array is A1 through E7. And then I said the column number is 4 for title. I don't know why I hit that. And then the range lookup is false. And we come back with the counted. And now we're going to number 6 in cell H5. Enter a HLOOKUP function which uses the text in cell G5. So it's going to be, so this time we're going to HLOOKUP, which we'll be talking about rows now instead of columns, because rows are horizontal. We're going to enter in a lookup value is G5. Our table array again is A1 through E7. Our row index number is 5. Excuse me. Because that's where Gino Gomez is located. We want an exact match, so false. So we get his ID number, which is 10,004. Moving on to the next one for title. In cell H6, we're going to do a HLOOKUP function, which looks up the title of the employees who is listed in row 3. So I'm going back to the HLOOKUP. And of course G6. Table array is A1 to A7. They told us the row was 3. And again, we type in false because we want a perfect match. So that his title is marketing clerk. And now we're going to H7, enter a H lookup function which looks up the last name of the employee who is listed in row 7. So we go to H lookup, and of course our lookup value is G7. And our table, of course, is the whole table. And they told us row 7, an exact match. And his last name should be Watson. Now we're going to number 8 and number 9. Number 9, in cell H8, enter a match function, which is also going to be under the lookup reference match, which looks up the relative location for career in the last name column. So it's going to be C-O-R-R-E-A. The lookup array is going to be last name column. So I just highlight the last name. Match type is going to be either 1 or 0. And I want okay, I'm going to try this again. Lookup match C-O-R-R-E-A. Lookup array, they want the last name column. Match type 0, 2. She is in row 2. So it's telling us she's in row 2. Did all that for that. And let's go to accounting. Again, it's the match type. And it messed up because I forgot quotation marks. This time they're telling us to, in cell H9, enter a match function which looks up the relative location for the title accountant. And the title column. So this time it's going to be the title column. And we come up with, it should be in row 5. Alright, and now we're going to do number 10. In cell H10, enter an index function which will look up the phone number for Gino Gomez. So I'm going to index. Click OK. Of course, my range is the entire table. The row number is 5. Column number is 5. Phone number is in 5. And Gino was in row 5, so that's how we got that. And so we have his phone number. And then last but not least, we're going back to the index function. We're going to click OK. Of course, our array is the whole table. The row number is 3 according to the instructions. Column number is 4. And it should give us the title for service marketing clerk. So that completes lookup functions activity. So make sure you save your work, and we will complete the last one. Thank you.